Hello. I decided to get an art program for my laptop. I originally had Autodesk Sketchbook and I also had Krita, but none of them were working to what I wanted to. First of all, the smoothing slash stabilizer feature wasn't up where I wanted it on either program. And then the brushes were limited in a way that I didn't like. I actually do like Autodesk Sketchbook, but I always look for a different brand to use besides Autodesk Sketchbook. I don't know why, because I've always used it and I love it. I think it's the smoothing feature. It didn't have that, and the smoothing feature has really been my saving grace. But before I continue to talk about all that, I just wanted to talk about why digital art is so hard for me. I mean, that's all a part of it. Um, I decided I'm going to try to not censor myself so much anymore. I always try to give myself a script to talk about and to stay on par so that I don't veer off and just talk about nonsense. But I feel like I'm limiting my personality when I do that. So I'm really trying to just talk about whatever and let myself ramble. And I do that a lot. So I hope that it's interesting rambles to you guys. Um, well, there's a lot of things going on. At first, the program wasn't working really because I needed to update my Huon driver. Yeah. And so it was just being trash. And then I couldn't figure out how to use it. There's so much stuff. And I didn't look up any tutorials because I just wanted to figure out how to use it myself. And yeah, so basically, this is just me going crazy like the whole time and trying to figure out how to use the program and why it's not working and why is my tablet not working. And it's just because I needed to update the driver and I needed to restart my computer. Make sure you do that. So here is a speed paint that I was originally going to do. I completely dropped the ball on this one. I changed my style entirely in a disgusting way. I didn't use the same pen that I would normally use, although I used the same coloring technique and everything. I didn't use the same line weights that I would use or the same way that coloring techniques for the line art, and it was just getting messed up. So yeah, it was looking a right mess. But there's this really cool pen called the it's something about the velocity at which you move your the pen on the tablet. The pen will adjust to that pressure. So like if you press and go really hard, it will have like a ink spot there, and it really mimicked real life. So I wanted to use it for my line art, but here's the thing, that's not what I normally use for my line art, and I was really just messing myself up. And I started off with a sketch that I wasn't really fond of anyway. I wanted to make a new a character, what is it called? I don't know what they're called, but you use them for like an icon. I wanted to make a little icon and like character avatars. And I'm starting off with my avatar Joey. Joey is supposed to represent me. So basically, I'm just showing you like my failed piece. And why am I showing you this? To show you that you don't always get it right sometimes. And it's really great on the internet that you get to like only show your good art or whatever if you want to. But like I never feel like a lot of my art is good, and when I do feel like my art is good, I don't feel like I showcase it well enough, or that I get the attention that I really want. And that's okay because like I'm a small creator or whatever, but I really want to share my art with the world, and it's just frustrating when you don't get to do that. And yeah, but I just really want to become somebody who's good at digital art because I have trouble photographing my traditional art. A lot of that has to do with my phone. I'm actually going to get a new phone so that I can photograph things better. I do have an iPad that I could photograph on, but it is a lot of work to do that. And then I have to like download my editing software on my iPad and blah, 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 blah. I was trying to do lighting in this and I was okay with it. I should have left it like that. That actually looks really cool. I sometimes think things are too harsh, and so okay, now I messed it up. But I sometimes think that like the lines I make are too harsh, and so I will just dim them to the point where you can't see them anymore. I just don't know how to build up contrast in my digital art. I can do it in traditional really well, and it honestly all the times that I do it, it's accidental. But yeah, so I'm just trying to learn how to do that in digital art as well. It's been really hard, but the second piece that I'm going to show you I really like so much. Somebody actually made a comment about it, and I got so upset. And like, I was really proud of my piece. I feel like it's the first digital art piece that I worked on and that I'm really proud of, and I feel like showcases my style well, and that I didn't change myself entirely for. But yeah, so this is the sketch. Basically, it's so rough. I don't even know how I made out the art piece that I made out of it, but I'm so proud of it, and I really enjoyed the sketch too. Normally, I really make a quick sketch that you can barely decipher what anything is. And yeah, this video is 17 minutes long, and I think I'm really gonna talk for the whole 17 minutes if I just ramble on about whatever. But yeah, I just get so frustrated with digital art. I'm never really able to make it look like how my art does traditionally, and I know it's different mediums, so obviously I can't recreate it exactly, but it gets to the point where my art becomes foreign to me, and I feel really uncomfortable with the piece that I've made, to the point where it'll put me in like a art block area. But yeah, I'm evolving in my skills. Like, I can do expressions now. This is her smiling. It's not like an exaggerated smile, it's just like a lighthearted one. But I can do expressions now. I can draw interaction just a little bit. I'm still improving on that. I'm really getting better at drawing hands and everything. So I just want to be able to showcase my art properly. And like I was saying, I need to get a new phone. I have money to finally afford it, and I think I can get a quality phone. I'm really worried about spending money on it. I mean, obviously it's going to be worth it, but I just get so, I don't know. Like, I'll spend money and I'll feel really good about, like, I know I'm going to use the purchase and I'm going to get my money's worth out of the purchase, but I have just this anxiety and it gets so overwhelming sometimes. So I just hope that I'm not going to chicken out and I'm going to get a good phone, because I've wanted a new phone for a long time. And Instagram really isn't compatible with Androids, so I might have to switch over to Apple, even though I don't really like Apple. But now I have a Mac and I have iPad, so like you might as well. What else should I talk about? The piece. Okay, so yeah, I was making an avatar to change my profile on Instagram, so that I could maybe hopefully attract more people to my Instagram. I'm not sure if it'll work. I really am proud of this piece, and like I said, somebody made a comment about it, and I'm not going to say what the comment is before you guys are going to think the same thing too, but I was really proud of the piece, so like it really hurt my feelings. And it's so stupid, because not everybody's going to like your art all the time, but I was just like, I'm trying to make it a whatever thing, like, and it's just I don't know. I just want to continue to make pieces that I feel content with, and since I'm sharing my art with the world, I want other people to like it as well. Like, what's the point of sharing things if nobody cares about it? Yeah, so that's another thing that I've been thinking about being like a small creator. Like, obviously people care, because you still have a following, but like, I don't know, I feel so insignificant. And I just want to be able, like, it's always been my dream to help a bunch of people, and I know art helps people a lot, and I'm not like, oh, my art's changing lives, because all I do is draw my characters over and over and over again. I'll talk about like my characters in another thing, but I just think that if I get to there's something stuck in my throat. If I get to have a bigger platform, then I'll be able to impact more people and like get to do what I want eventually. I'm currently looking into starting a shop. I have a few products that I want to go out, but I haven't taken the product photos yet. People do a really good job and they make it all artsy and stuff, and I really have trouble like knowing how to make things look good in a way that it would attract others. Like, I suck at thumbnailing. And I'm gonna try to work on that. I hope the thumbnail for this video attracted whoever's watching this, and I hope you've stayed this far and you're listening to me ramble. I hope it's not boring as well. Like, let me know what you want me to talk about. I can talk about anything. I'll probably go off on a tangent like I am now, but I'll mention it, and if you want me to go more in depth, I can just answer in a message. It's really easier for me to speak in messages, because I get to think out everything I'm saying and I don't just sit there and ramble. But yeah, I just showed the whole line art process, or most of it anyway, because a big part of my art has become the line art section. I don't think my art looks complete without line art, and if I had no line art, I would die, and I think that my art would look so gross. I don't know how people do lineless, and the people who do you are so incredible, like Sarah Tepes and I don't know why I can't think of anybody else. Luigi, I don't know if they have an Instagram. That's their YouTube name. A few other people. I just really can't put my finger on it right now. But all of those people are so incredible. I hope I'm speaking loud enough. I think I wasn't speaking loud enough in the last video I made sometimes. I just like start to talk under my breath because I'm uncertain about what I'm saying. And yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm really gonna post this on the internet. And I'm gonna leave that in there too because I just want to ramble and talk and whatever. I had to adjust her mouth because it was looking hella tiny. And I was like, whose mouth is that small? And then I moved her eye as well because I was like, that's far away. It's supposed to like line up with the first nostril. Honestly, I think I fixed it. Yeah, I fixed it. I think. In my opinion, it looked a lot more better than it did before. So I hope that I did fix it. Even if it's not like anatomically correct, I think it looks better than it did. And I was looking at the original sketch because I realized her eye placement is different. But this way she's looking at the camera and before she was looking at the side. Now I'm going to show you the shading. Oh my gosh, this is one of the hardest things in art for me. I can't select the right colors. I don't know how you're supposed to select the right colors, but I've never been able to do it, and I need help. The way that you select colors on Art Studio Pro, I absolutely hate it. Like, I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it or anything. I don't like that the color wheel is so tiny. I maybe you can make it bigger and like see more colors or whatever, but Procreate had my back because I was because it has like the harmony stuff and it just has a great way to select colors, and it's so easy for me. Or even in traditional art, like it's so easy to select colors because I know you have like, you can't make, I mean, unless you're painting, you can't really make whatever color you want. But if you have like light brown and dark brown and there's a great enough contrast between them, you're set, you know. Like on here I have to choose the colors that will fit right, and sometimes they don't, and it just makes my art look muddy and gross. Like I know there's a bunch of different ways to make your art look better. Like you make it a different hue, and then you make it more saturated for shadows, and then same thing for you make the hue, I don't know how to explain it, but like for highlights you would make the hue more to yellow, and then I think it's just as saturate, like you make it more saturated, I don't think, or you make it more desaturated so it like goes to white, quote unquote, and then for shadows you go more saturated and towards red. But let me tell you, I keep doing it too much. Like it would just end up being a red color instead of like a reddish brown and everything. I got it for this piece, like luckily, and I decided to keep some of the shadows harsh. I tried to do the lips like a black girl lip. It did not work this time. It did not. Yeah, I can do it traditionally, and that's like I keep having that trouble, and it's just really frustrating. I think I'm getting better now. Like I'm just really proud of this piece, and I think I'm really gonna get better. But that's some of the reasons why digital art is so hard for me. I just can't keep up the consistency that I want. And I know you can be different, and not every media has to look the same. But I can't do that. Like if one thing changed, everything has to change. So I just have to, I have to make sure that I'm as consistent as possible, and I think that I did it with this piece. Do I know if I can be able, do I know if I will be able to recreate that again? No, I do not. I'm really hoping that I will do it eventually. But for now, I'm just gonna bask in the fact that I created a piece. I created a piece that I adore, and I hope you guys really like it too. Again, tell me what you want to see from me. I will talk about anything and everything. I want to talk about my original character specifically. I've also been feeling weird about this other topic, but I might talk about it in another video. And it's basically about like drawing the same things. I don't actually, okay, I have 10 characters and I like primarily draw them. But with them, I draw interactions and blah, 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 blah. And by that, I mean, I don't only draw their faces. Like, I learned how to draw their bodies. I learned how to draw them in movement. And I'm learning how to animate them. Like, learning how to draw different clothes on them because they all have different styles. Stuff like that. Like, I'm not only doing just their faces. So it's not actually the same things. But I was, like, I keep getting in my head about it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm talking about the topic. I don't even have to make a video. I guess I could still if I wanted to and just milk the topic out. But basically I'm like, I'm drawing the same things, that's hindering my growth or whatever, or I think it does. And I keep thinking that to myself, like, I'm drawing the same things, but I'm not actually. Like, I learned how to draw profiles because of them, because I drew like different noses for each of them. And oh my gosh, I could have left it right there. Actually, that's still where I left it is still good. But like, I learned how to draw side profiles because of them. I learned, like, including the body. I learned how I made myself study how to draw bodies and like did this whole board challenge thing just so I could draw their different body types. Like, I think I'm growing. And if you want to stick and draw the same things, well, not exactly the same things, but you want to just draw, I don't know how to complete the sentence, but it's okay if you're drawing the same things as long as you're growing. And like, I just want to keep that in my mind. Like, I'm still growing. Like, I'm drawing different things and I'm not staying stagnant. My art style has developed so much. I think I'm a way better artist than I was at the beginning of this year. And does quarantine have a lot to do with that? Yeah, but I think that these characters really helped me grow, and I can't wait to talk about them with you guys. I hope you're really interested in this. I also hope that you were really interested in this video and that it entertained you. And if you have some of the same struggles as me with digital art, like, let me know, because it be sucking for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This is literally like the only piece I'm proud of. I think I have another video of me talking about I learned how to paint. Whatever I was doing in that video, that was gross. That art, that was not it. I'm joking. It was okay, I guess. But yeah, I really do hope you like this video. Talk to me in the comments about anything. I would love to hear from you guys. And comment, like, and subscribe. And share this video if you want to. And check out my Instagram. I was trying to add lighting to it. That did not work. Like, I already compressed all the layers. So it didn't work out. But my Instagram is the same thing as this. Scribble Scrabbles. I don't know where I got this name. I kind of do know where I got this name. I'm not going to say it yet. Eventually. But yeah. See you next time. Bye.